Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Danica Marie. Dope discussions.
Well, it's looking like the day has come to where a lot of the women are fed up and done with the whole sprinkle movement. And I hate to tell y'all so, but we warned y'all about this. More specifically, the men warned y'all about this. Fellas, y'all are right. Y'all were right. And
thank you, Danica. Thank you. Much appreciated.
I just hope that one day, very, very soon, a lot of us women can learn to take heed to your advice, take heed to what you all are saying, and actually follow up behind it. Okay, now, ladies, I'm not telling y'all to follow up behind these guys who are angry, who hate women, who always are trying to tear women down. No. But the men out here who are actually having your best interest at heart, please listen to them.
Please.
The men that you want to actually be with, you know, the ones that are respectable, respectful, the ones that you want to be your husband, listen.
The ones that are going to be good fathers.
To them. See, this is the reason why so many men are done with relationships, because y'all have been ignoring them. Every little piece of advice, you want to shame them. You want to tell them they don't know what they're talking about.
I mean, Danica, they come on the Beyonce's, I'm going to say Jay-Z's internet from now on. They come on Jay-Z's internet, complaining about where are all the good men? Why are men this? Why are men that? And men make videos just like this saying exactly why. But they don't listen.
As it pertains to them. Craziness. Why aren't y'all listening to men about what men want?
Right.
About what men need. About how a man can pour into you. Instead, y'all want to listen to the most toxic of females, like the sprinkle lady. And now here y'all are, crying, begging.
On Jay-Z's internet.
Pleading with each other and with yourselves like, why did I listen to this lady? I'm not built for this. Y'all... like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Get your popcorn, your juice, your water, because this is a little bit of a lengthy clip that we're getting ready to dive into. So, yeah, without further ado, let's hop into these women finally realizing that, yes, the sprinkle movement is trash. And no woman with morals, values, self-respect, and decency should listen to this, do these things, or follow any of this advice.
But yet, so many women do, Danica. It's crazy.
Run the clip.
So today I planned on making a video talking about how pimp culture and early 2000s rap music was really damaging to women because of all the misogyny. But if you start pulling at the thread long enough, eventually you're going to unravel the whole sweater. And I thought about it more, and it made me think about how much sex work is promoted to young women by female rappers today, and how it's really causing a problem. I want to get into that. And unlike my other long form content, this video is not really going to have much structure. It's really just word vomit, but I promise I'm going to land the plane and it's all going to make sense, okay? So the original tweet reads, the amount of Black British women dating transactionally these days is crazy. Responding, not being...
I think we covered similar to this.
Funny, I feel like men exaggerate this. I honestly don't think the girlies are out here being beggy like you claim they are. And the quote tweets on this truly made me sick to my stomach and really sad. And I was seeing all of these screenshots of these conversations between men and women, and a girl responding to a guy
broke, dusty, musty, crusty
on Hinge saying, hey, can you pay for my nails, please? And he says, in exchange. And she says, I'll send you a pic when they're done. This girl flat out saying, how much money would you spend on our first date? Which is insane. And some girl going back and forth with a guy talking about bare minimum, saying like, when I wake up, I want coffee delivered to my house. And when I say I want my nails done, I want to get the Cash App immediately. I want the princess treatment. And this one right here really made me take a
princesses don't get treated that way.
Long, deep sigh, because it's a conversation.
Have you seen how princess gets treated? They get locked up into a castle somewhere, waiting for somebody to save them.
Between a guy and a girl, and I'm guessing she's ending things. And he says, because I won't buy you a $4,000 purse when we haven't met yet. This generation is crazy. And she says, yeah, because I'm a good time and suck good.
Sucking good is 4,000. This is, again, women are pricing themselves out of the market so greatly. Like, just like the few videos that we covered back then, I think it was with Destro, that they're pricing themselves out of the market. We can literally go pay for play for cheaper than first dates or even interactions with these women. And they're just normal women. At least pay for play, we get to pick and choose the attractive features that we want.
That caught me a little bit off guard. But yeah, ladies, this is essentially what you are signing up for. You're signing up to do a little bit of sucky for a few buckies. But I want to
Sucky, $5?
take a moment to acknowledge the fact that this is becoming a very widespread thing.
Yep.
And that
it's not just black women. He said particularly black women, but it's a woman thing. There's women of all races doing this. Asians, Hispanics, whites.
really does showcase that a lot of women are being indoctrinated with this level of just complete and total delusion. You know, and that's very, very scary, which is why I call these things out, because I don't want us to reach a point of no return to where men all across the world are like, yeah, you chicks are cooked. All right. If you think I'm getting ready to be paying for $4,000 purses and getting your nails done and your toes done, I don't even know you and I have not even met you yet. Yeah, like this is why the men are saying that y'all need not to follow up behind this type of rhetoric. No man in his right damn mind is going to be out here like, oh yeah, that's cool. Even though I don't know you and you don't know me and, you know, you don't even see any value in me outside of me sponsoring your life, I'll go ahead and do that.
Right.
Please. But this is a lengthy clip, so let's continue.
And a lot of the women in these tweets are not looking to date. They're looking to escort. And by escort, I mean being paid for companionship, which may or may not include sex, but you're trying to get around the loopholes of sex work without actually doing the work, which is sex. So you have 19-year-old girls, regular old 19-year-old girls texting
regular degular
19, 20, 21-year-old boys on these dating apps saying things like, I need to get a Chanel bag for our date. Can you get me this thing from here?
19-year-old boys? I did not realize they were messaging men of their same age class about these things. Let me know down in the comments down below, young men out there. Are young women just messaging you guys this stuff? I thought they'd be messaging older men these things, not men of their same age.
On our first date, what are you going to buy me for our first date? Can you pay for me to get my nails done? That's not normal. And not even really talking about the female rapper aspect of it all. A lot of the things that young girls, especially the ones in the screenshots I was showing, are doing is basically sex work without trying to do the actual work. I say this with absolutely no shade, malice, or hate in my heart. You are not Jada Wada. You are not Ari, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, or any of the city girls. You are a regular person. And it's okay to live a regular life. I don't know what happened to just living a regular life. Well, I know Instagram is why a lot of people think they should get all of these things, but it's just not realistic. And that's no shade. And aside from the female rapper aspect of it all, a lot of women online are selling this fantasy of, oh, if you're just pretty enough, a man will spoil you and get you all these things. Like, I don't do anything with those guys. Gross. They just give me that stuff. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. 99.9% of these women are lying about that. Are there some women who just get money from men by talking to them and just being beautiful? Yeah, sure. There's a reason why we have that phrase, exception to the rule. They are the exception, not the rule or the standard.
She spoke so many facts. And I do have a few more clips to get into, but before we get into those and y'all get my likes up, I do want to say this. A lot of these women out here are, like she said, following up behind celebrity culture. Yeah. You know, to where you can see Jada Wadas and Cardi B's and Megan Thee Stallions.
I didn't even know who Jada Wada is, but okay.
And Ice Spices and Lottos out here being able to present a certain standard of living or being able to fake it even to portray to the world that, yeah, I'm a bad chick. I mean,
that ignorance is bliss thing is so true. when people didn't have the internet, didn't know what everything was going on around the world, how this person lived their life, how this person lived their life, it was fine. Everybody was kind of happier. Now everybody knows everything, sees everything, and everybody's just completely miserable.
I'm so beautiful, or I'm such a successful woman that I am able to receive this level of treatment from men just because. And I want to make this abundantly clear when I say this, that even those women that are beautiful, that are successful, that are out here in the spotlight and in the limelight, they still are doing things in order to get things, if you know what I mean.
Doing strange for a piece of change.
These women in general are living a facade, a fairy tale, and an illusion. Okay? Even Summer Walker was exposed, when was that, last week, for pretty much being a chick that still had to do a few tricks to get a few tips. So if those women are still even doing those things, what do you think?
I mean, we covered another one, like a lot of like rappers, female rappers are selling themselves. They're not just because they're not making all that money through their rap or their career. No, it's through high-end escorts.
You're going to have to do as a quote unquote average typical chick who does not come equipped with this amount of beauty or luxury or money. What do you think that you're going to have to do in order to receive certain perks and benefits from these high value men?
Right, Danica, you know, people like always talk about, women always talk about the princess treatment. But the latest princess that I think we can always refer to, at least for older people, is Princess Diana from England, right? She was like that image of a princess, like that everybody kind of was like, oh, she's the princess. None of you ladies look nothing like Princess Diana, nor are you act anyway close to Princess Diana. Or I can even think of using Princess Diana's name in vain to even refer to her with women, or women that call themselves princess now. That's the big difference of women calling it princess treatment. No, it's just being spoiled, because true princesses did not act the way you did.
You're gonna have to get low for those high value men, and y'all know what I'm trying to say, but we gotta watch out for YouTube. Okay, you're gonna have to dip it low, pick it up slow for these men. And look, like she said, there's no shade, because even the beautiful women have to do X, Y, and Z and
True.
1, 2, and 3. So you don't stand a chance, ma'am. Okay? And it makes it no better that, like she said, you are hearing constantly these rap lyrics and these rap songs, and you're constantly seeing these things posted on Instagram and all these different social media platforms of how these women are living. And then you also have women like the sprinkle lady also further perpetuating these things to the everyday average young lady, to where they are also being poisoned into believing that, hey, that can happen for me too, and you can't. Okay, as quiet as kept, even the sprinkles of the world, they're not living like that. Can we be completely honest? And again, the men warned y'all about this. The men told y'all, look, these chicks are lying. I even told y'all. But again, y'all call me a pick-me, panderer, what else? Male-identified, a struggle love promoter. And so y'all didn't want to listen to anything.
Danica, that's what they always say to women that tell the truth.
Thing that I had to say in regards to this. But look at y'all now.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you worry, I do have other women coming up from different backgrounds that are further pushing my point of this is not something that is maintainable or sustainable for.
It is funny that it took almost 10, 20 years for some women to start realizing that other women are just bad.
Any woman to do. And for you young ladies out there who are demanding for these young guys to buy you this for a first date and take you here and sponsor this and sponsor that, I want you all to know that your future is going to be very, very dark. Because one,
it could be very, very white also, you know. all over their face.
Day, you're going to wake up and realize I kind of blew it. I pushed away a lot of good quality men by demanding things from them that I have not even shown and proved myself to deserve yet. Long story short, y'all are running good men off.
Yep.
Listening to
They're also, Danica, running good men into dark berserkers.
the sprinkles of this world are going to have you all really stranded, doomed and gloomed, and just doing terribly because no man is going to want to be bothered with you. They're not going to take you seriously because what are you even trying to positively display about yourself? This is not something that a man would look at and say, you know what? I think this would make a great wife. This would make a great mother to my children. Yeah. I see absolutely nothing wrong with a woman out the gate demanding all of these unrealistic things from me that, first things first, I probably cannot even afford. And then second of all, she can't even afford for her damn self. And then third of all, she don't even deserve it if I could do it. Who are you, ma'am?
Right.
Y'all don't even take the time out to get to know men. That has become a thing of the past.
That is so true. That word, that sentence right there was bars, Danica. They don't even take the time to know men. Not the man that they want. No, men in general. They don't even take the time. Men, we have to somewhat understand women to get women.
Which is why relationships and love and family building has also become a thing of the past because y'all have lost the plot. Completely lost the plot. Now, here y'all are thinking that because you're kind of cute, that a man is going to cash out on you. A man is going to sponsor you. A man is going to put you up nicely. When even the women who are very much so attractive are not even getting that type of treatment. And the ones who are, like she said, is very slim to none. Now, I want to also say this, and y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I am in no way, shape, or form saying that women should settle for bare minimum treatment or not want.
She didn't, Danica, I didn't hear anything about you saying that throughout this whole conversation right now. But women are going to take it that way because you're telling them not to aim for the highest of highs.
Nice things, or not want a man to give her a nice, soft, quote unquote life. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is we need to get back to the basics. And
they need to be able to earn these things, not just expect it or deserve it.
Basics include us establishing a true, genuine connection with a person first before we start having all of these demands and commands. Let's get back to having chemistry, bonding, communicating, gaining an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Seeing if this guy is somebody that we can see ourselves building a family with, spending the rest of our lives with. We don't even do that anymore. We go straight to, oh, where's the bag? And that was very, very troubling to me that that young lady in that text message or inbox or whatever was like, yeah, you know, I can suck it good. What?
Yeah, $4,000. According to that one video, they're about 100 to 150. They could have gotten like what, 30 women in bed for that price to try to even just try to date this crazy one.
See, this was something else that I warned y'all about. I warned y'all that following down the whole road of being a sprinkle disciple would ultimately be a pipeline to prostitution. Okay, we gotta watch out for YouTube. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay, it was,
yeah, one of my videos actually got demonetized, or not demonetized, but limited because I think I said it too often.
Definitely a pipeline to prostitution. Anytime you're out here exchanging favors for money, yeah, what do you call that? And then what makes it so just crazy is that these same women would be up in arms if a man treated her like a prostitute.
Right. True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, girl,
She's so right, because if you think about it, if you actually got one, she's going to be so much nicer to you because it's her job, it's her profession. She's going to treat you nicely and all these things. You're going to spend all of this money on regular women, just go out on dates, for them to probably treat you like trash or ignore you anyways.
Please. Like, y'all really blow my mind with this. And like I said, y'all will be the same ones up in arms talking about, oh, you're disrespecting me. And, oh, you know, you're treating me like a piece of meat. I'm a woman. I'm this, I'm that. Well, look at how y'all are treating men. You're treating him like a John and a trick. So, hey, do me a split. And I also want to say this before I run these next few clips. I am very, very relieved that there are a lot of young ladies out here who are waking up to this and saying,
I think the super young women that are becoming 18 now are flipping the script slightly. I don't fully think it's that big of a change, but I think young women are seeing the detriment of the past.
You know what? We are kind of going down a dead end. We are kind of following a path that will ultimately lead to our destruction.
Correct.
And I know that the sprinkles of the world stand 10 toes down on this type of lifestyle. But I want to warn you ladies about this. There will come a time to where you have to face yourself and you have to come to terms with the reality of you not having true, genuine love and fulfillment. Your nature as a woman calls for that. And when you don't have it, you're going to feel empty. You're going to have those voids. And I just really hope that you all will be able to live with that. So if by chance you happen to look up and find this Prince Charming, high value man that is going to take care of you, even though there's no love, there's no chemistry, there's no respect. If that man does that for you, and you wake up one day and you realize that that right there was not all that you really needed as a woman, I just hope you can stomach it. And I hope that it's not too late for you to actually find the real genuine things in life that we all need.
I don't think, I hate to say it, Danica, I don't think that's going to be the case, right? When these women do realize these things, they won't be able to get these things because most likely they won't be able to have kids, and most likely they'll be at the age where men just don't take them seriously anymore.
Like I said, which is love, genuine connection, chemistry, respect, support, fulfillment. Money cannot do all of that for you. Do we need money? Yes.
Hell yeah.
Do we like nice things? Absolutely. But making that the focal point and the centerpiece and the end all be all is very dangerous.
Dumb.
And I just hope y'all know that the sprinkle to prostitute pipeline is very much so a real thing. But
I don't even think it's a pipeline. I think it's literally what it is.
Yes, young ladies, I am glad that there are some of you who are realizing these things early on before it is too late. And you do have to come to the terms of you being exactly what you are, which is essentially an ex-worker. I hope y'all know what y'all are doing. But let's continue, because these following clips really do drive the point home of how a lot of women are waking up to the fact that, first things first, a lot of men were right when they tried to warn us against this lifestyle. And they're also trying to help other young ladies understand that, yeah, we need more than that. There's more to life.
I mean, we're telling young women to not be hoes, and then they're getting mad at men for telling them not to be hoes. Like how crazy is that?
And monetary things and material things, we essentially and ultimately all need genuine, pure love and connection. Let's run those clips.
This is not the most popular thing to say amidst the sprinkle movement, but I got to support y'all from afar. I can't do it. I'm not the type of person who can convince myself to do things I don't enjoy. Like, if I hate doing something, I can't do it. Not even if the motivation is to have all my bills paid. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I can't sit across from the table at dinner and like
This is a big difference between men and women. I just can't do it. Men do it constantly.
pretend that I'm having a good time just because I know later on he's gonna pay my bills. It's not worth it to me, babes. I'll ask my parents for the money first.
You mean you can't stomach being a prostitute?
Mm.
Because that's essentially what pros do. You know, you act like you're just so in love with a man and you're having a great time because at the end of all of this, I'm going to get a little bit of pocket change. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Before I subject myself to pretending to enjoy the company of a man who I know probably don't even care about me, before I ever do that, baby, I'll just get a job. I'll just get a regular job that I hate. At least then I won't be tied to a man that I don't care about.
Whoa. This is mind-blowing. This is groundbreaking. Did y'all hear that last part? She said, I would rather get a job than...
When I heard that, I was a little bit like, huh? A job? You?
To follow up behind this sprinkle disciple bush. That's what she said.
She did say that.
And again, it proves my point that the female nature is undefeated. At the end of the day, you're going to feel the effects of not having true, genuine love, connection, respect, chemistry, and a bond with a man, period. It will reach a level or reach a point to where you'd be like, you know what? I would rather do this than that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, when I warned y'all about this, y'all said that I was promoting struggle love. Well, would you rather have struggle love, quote unquote, or be a prostitute? Okay, which one? I have real questions. Would you rather have quote unquote struggle love, which is really not struggle love?
It isn't.
All I'm saying is
it's normal, everyday problems that people have as couples.
Establish a genuine bond and connection with somebody before you start demanding this and demanding that. You know, that's all I was saying. But whatever. But would you rather do that or be out here feeling empty, selling your soul, all for a few dollars? Please, this is worse. If you ask me, this is worse than being a quote unquote struggle lover.
Mm.
And these women are proving that. I told y'all so. Men, y'all were right. Y'all were right. Y'all warned us. Let's continue. Get the likes up.
Any other women on here that also will agree with what I'm about to say? Because I really feel like this whole sprinkle woman is destroying our reputation as soft-hearted women. Yep. How a man makes me feel emotionally, mentally, and spiritually says way more about my attractiveness to him than what he can do for me materialistically. Like, we'll always choose love, affection, emotional safety, emotional intelligence, and connection over what's in your bank account.
You may be one, but most women are not.
At the end of the day, all I want is my energy to be reciprocated. Instead, I am definitely here for courting and dating. And
this is exactly what men want, just reciprocation. You guys just don't seem to give it to us.
Being pursued, and sometimes that means that, you know, you have to pay for the dates, but I'm not only here for that. I'm not only here for what's in your bank account and what you can physically give me in terms of gifts. And I really do believe that because of, you know, social media, this is kind of going by the wayside. And now women are looked at as like heartless, gold digging bitches. And
yeah, that's exactly how we see women.
That's just not how we all are. Okay. So it's not all men and it's not all women. There's still some of us softies out here that just want ooey gooey delicious love.
Ooey.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Drizzle, drizzle.
That last lady, she really did highlight something that I do want to highlight myself, which
how we view women as just heartless gold diggers
is how a lot of this type of rhetoric has destroyed dating and relationships and the female perception and perspective. See, by us essentially being gold diggers and
admitting it everywhere left and right, now we know. Thank you for admitting it, but it just makes you avoidable.
Okay, we have tainted our image and made men view us like we were strictly transactional, like we did not view them as human beings. And that turned so many men off. And my only hope is that we can get back to a point to where we can turn these things around and have more women out there to realize that, yeah, this is a dead end path. This is not something that is maintainable, sustainable, and something that is even respectable, and do things differently, and also reach a level to where the men can have trust and faith in us again, because we have destroyed that. This whole sprinkle nonsense has really destroyed that. So I want us to turn these things around, wake up, and get back to the basics, get back to establishing true, genuine love and connection, get back to gaining understanding, get back to respecting each other, get back to trying to have strong foundations for relationships to be built upon and thrive upon. Like, we have to do that.
I agree. That's why I tell men, if you really want families, you want kids, you want a legacy, go after it, earn it, go make some more money, go, find better clothes, make yourself look better by going to the gym, talk to more people so you can be more charismatic, earn the skill sets to get you what you want.
But as long as we're going to be out here talking about how much money do you have and what you're going to buy and what you're going to pay for and what you got for me, this thing is going to continue to crumble. And I just hate to see what the future may hold. Okay. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, opinions, and feedback about this in the comment section down below.
Shout out to Danica. I haven't featured her in a while, but I want to feature just a little bit more women creators, just because we want to see women speaking out against bad and horrible women behavior, because it's not men that are going to correct it. It's going to be themselves correcting themselves, right? Or at least hopefully they correct themselves. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.